Rightio, it's episode 63 of the Underseason Barbecue Show, and it's the last one for the year.
It is, mate. 2025 is done and dusted, and what a year it's been. But it's party time at the Underseason Barbecue Show.
How cool do you look?
Oh, cool as you, bro. Thanks to Traeger for the swag.
Rightio, it is time to party. This is going to be a party episode.
Bloody oath it is. Ooh, ooh.
Who's doing the intro?
Someone rad.
It's possibly one of the raddest.
The raddest.
Yeah. You ready?
I'm ready, mate.
Hello, Blake Calgill here with Snow's Barbecue, and you're watching the Underseason Barbecue Show.
What a legend.
What a GC.
So, he is the pitmaster, together with Tootsies, at Snow's Barbecue. They were number one in Texas Monthly's list not once, but twice, making it one of the most celebrated barbecue joints in Texas in history.
Hell yeah.
And he's this guy works so hard, and he's a really talented guy. I think the world of this guy. I watched him work one morning, and he doesn't stop. He's a trooper, and he makes amazing barbecue together with Tootsie.
Well, that's it. You know, the proof's in the pudding.
Clay, we appreciate you doing that for us, and thanks for tuning in to the show.
Hell yeah.
Underseasoned. Let's get cracking. What is in this episode?
Righto, mate. This week we've got some big boy smokers. Also got some Christmas leftover ideas on the menu. And we've got the parallel worlds of barbecue.
Right. I'm intrigued.
Do.
Let's get this show started here. Let's watch this one.
Hey everyone, it's Dave Meadows here from Dave Meadows Barbecue in Adelaide, South Australia. I'm also the founder of the Smoke and Soul Project. You wouldn't have heard about what the Smoke and Soul Project is, but you soon will. In 2026, I'm attempting to go around Australia with my barbecues, feeding the homeless and those in need. I'm sure the boys are going to tell you a bit more about that. But for now, enjoy listening and watching the Underseasoned Barbecue Podcast. See you later.
So that's Dave, and we're going to talk about him a little bit further in the show.
Hell yeah.
Let's move on to our dishes of the week. And this one caught my eye.
Ooh.
So it was posted by our good mate Boomer's Barbecue, and he says, I know it looks weird, but we made these mac and cheese jalapeno kranskis. Well, I'm glad he said it looks weird.
That's it. Looks like the old bot flies have got hold of it, but I don't know what else you could do.
That's true. He didn't get great feedback. He posted this online and said, hey, what does everyone think? It's a pretty cool idea, right? A mac and cheese sausage with jalapenos in it. Makes sense. I think it'd be cool. I mean, people use cheese and jalapeno all the time. Why not mac and cheese and jalapeno? It doesn't look great.
No, it doesn't.
And he didn't get great feedback either.
Maybe if he didn't slice it so aggressively through the entire cross-section either. Like if it had just been like through the guts, it might have looked a bit different. But Boomer's not one to gatekeep, and he just wanted everyone to see what he was dealing with.
But here's the cool thing. This photo here was posted by Clo44456, and they said to the guy who posted the mac and cheese sausage, which is Boomer, made. That's it. That's all he posted. So he's basically just come out, used Boomer's idea, somewhat schooled him because it looks fucking fantastic, and has said, thanks for the inspiration. Here's how you should do it.
It's almost like he's packed his meat in there a lot sort of tighter so that it's squished up the mac and kept the cheese in the void.
Yeah, but the colour is a lot more palatable, I would say, as well.
You know what I reckon he's done? He's waited for the sausage to cool. So Boomer's sliced his hot and the cheese has oozed out.
Right, and it's created that sort of like pussy look.
Yeah, it's basically left the sausage and left the cavity there where it once existed.
Well, this guy has taken an idea, which I think was a great idea to begin with, and obviously Boomer threw it online. This guy has done a great job of kind of interpreting the idea but making it look great.
Well, that's how we get
better,
and
he's cut it long ways too. This is the new way you have to present a sausage, I reckon.
Bloody oath. That's how I have to cut mine at home so they cool down because my kids won't eat hot food.
Right, okay. Well, look, snaps are 2025. Are we going to leave snaps in 2025 or are we going to still encourage this snap thing?
I want people to snap them this way. It's the challenge for 2026. Someone do the horizontal snap.
Someone in the comments said, wrap that in a tortilla with yellow mustard, and I think they got it right.
I think you got it right.
Tortilla?
Tortilla. I don't know
just a
about
bit
the
of mustard.
tortilla. Yeah, just mustard, bro. Just mustard, maybe a pickle.
Oh.
Maybe just white bread, mustard, and just pickles.
I would want this if I was going to like a football game and you were getting a hot dog and you had those cheap, tacky, nasty white buns, but put that in it with some mustard.
Yeah, the real soft white buns. Or even just make this into a Dagwood dog.
Oh, now you're thinking, right? But it has to be that one, not Boomer's one.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, boomers are just filled with fat. It's been a while.
Sorry, Boomer. So this one was posted by Savoury Meat titled Right on Point. He says, there wasn't a purpose this past weekend. I just needed to scratch an itch. For the itch, I always keep these points on hand, especially when they're on sale. And this is a brisket point.
With the best looking smoke ring you've ever seen.
It's pretty cool, isn't
It's
it?
intense, bro. It's so good.
So, Training Marsupial in the comments said, bro, save some smoke ring for the rest of us.
I'm feeling you, bro.
Whole thing's smoke ring.
Yeah, that's it.
This is my favourite cut of the brisket. So, for the record, are you a point person or a flat person?
I think I'm a flat.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, the point's fattier though, and I feel like it's a lot more juicier.
Yeah, I just like that. I mean, the flat is kind of what, you see getting put into the boxes and that sort of thing on the comp end of things. So, I don't know, man. I don't like the real fatty bits. I do like the flat.
Well, I reckon, you know what, if he did a poll, and we probably should do one, I think it'd be about 50-50, to be honest.
Put it in the comments. Are you team point or are you team flat?
Correct. So in America, I haven't seen much of butchers who are just separating briskets, but you do see it in Europe and you do see it in Australia where they will separate the point from the flat and sell them as individual pieces.
Yeah, I mean, I know at the Aussie Meat Emporium there, you'll go past the briskets and there'll be the two bins of the half briskets. You can have either the point or the flat. And for someone like me who, you don't want to cook a whole brisket all the time, it's awesome.
Yeah, I reckon it's pretty cool too, especially if you like one over the other.
Exactly.
And you don't want to blow the money on an entire brisket, especially when you kind of like one part over the other.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So let us know in the comments, are you a point or a flat person? I'm going to guess it's a 50-50 thing.
Yeah, right. Be interesting.
This is the last one for today. It was sent in to us by Black Label Barbecue. The pitmaster is Sean Branson. They are based out of New Zealand. They are Rotorua's only true low and slow barbecue joint.
Hell yeah.
Good looking platter.
Looks good.
He's toasted his napkins.
Isn't that halloumi?
You reckon it's bread or halloumi?
I reckon it's halloumi. I reckon that's the old squeaky cheese.
Well, let's go through it. He says this is our Texas platter, which features smoked New Zealand Wagyu brisket, St. Louis pork ribs, smoked pulled pork, smoked then fried wings with Alabama white sauce, cheddar Kransky, and our pickled mustard, creamy Alabama slaw, 3 mac and cheese, house-made pickled onions, pickles, and a buttery Texas toast.
Whoa. Oh, how good are smoked then fried wings?
Yeah, that's the combo, isn't it?
So that Texas toast, that's almost like the old sizzler bread, isn't it?
Yeah, you butter the buttery garlic and then you basically put it on a flat pan, or?
Yeah, that looks like it's been done on the griddle there.
So the sides are a citrus-dressed wild garden salad, chicken fried pickled chips. Chicken fried pickle chips.
They're on the menu.
With pepper mayo and our crispy potato skins with Parmesan truffle oil and a truffle oil drizzle.
Yep.
All the things.
That'll do.
This is sensational.
Hell yeah. Go on the old non-traditional circle plate too, so I like it.
Very, very good. So talking about deep fried sort of pickles, on a road trip through America, I'm driving with my dad, my brother, my son, and a sign is on the side of the road and it just goes past us real quick and it says, deep fried artichokes. Okay, that's a bit weird. Deep fried artichokes. So about 10 minutes later, another sign. Deep fried artichokes. I'm like, does anyone want deep fried artichokes? And everyone's like, yeah, sure. So we turn around, we go to this little shack house thing that specializes in deep fried pickles, deep fried artichokes, everything's deep fried. All the things are deep fried, and it was rubbish. It's terrible.
Reminds me on the trip up to Meatstock Toowoomba every year when you're coming through the Lockyer Valley there. Towards the end, before the mountain range, there's a sign about 10k out. It says, fresh prawns. Then another one, fresh fish. Another one, scallops. At the pub, 5 kilometres ahead, and it's a sign for every 500 metres. Then the last sign, closed. So you've been catfished all the way thinking, man, there's like a sick seafood truck at this pub. And then you get closer and there's just a big pink sign that says closed.
Right, so the trick to that is?
Just don't pull over when you see signs on the side of the road.
Right, so those signs on the side of the road, they can catch you out.
Yeah, bloody oath they can.
They fill you with such like confidence too in what they do.
It's almost like a mirage, isn't it? You've been driving for so long, you're just like,
Delusional.
Oh my God, I could go that right now. I never knew it existed. And then bang, this is shit.
Let's move on to our videos of the week. I've wanted to feature this one for a while. It showed up in my feed, but it's taken me a little bit of time to kind of get to the bottom of it, right? But it's a semi-truck smoker. It's a full big rig. There's a massive smoker sitting on the back, which is super cool. And this one lives at Klinger's Real Barbecue in Wapaka in Wisconsin in the United States of America. And it's wild. That is a massive smoker.
Bloody oath it is. And it's got the twin stacks there to make it look like it's the actual truck that's chugging away. That's sick.
So it's really, really cool. It's a proper big old Freightliner.
Bloody oath it is.
How big do you reckon that pit is compared to Frank the Tank? I mean, if Frank the Tank's 5,000 gallons, that looks to be about 3.
I'd agree.
Right, so it's pretty big. It's smaller than Frank the Tank, but still massive nonetheless. They specialise in slow smoked meats, brisket, pulled pork, ribs, burnt ends, and everything's cooked in-house over real wood on this huge smoker.
Do you reckon it still drives?
No, I think she's done.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any drive train going through there.
But pretty cool. Klingers.
Klinger's Real Barbecue.
Yeah, and that's what it looks like on the outside. This is a picture of the restaurant. It looks like a really cool...
That's a different truck, bro.
No, that's Klingers. That's the place with the...
Nah,
thing.
bro. This is a different truck now. That's not the same Freightliner.
You picked it up. Big John is the name of another smoker that's also a full semi-truck build with a... I can't believe you spotted that. It was so small and insignificant. I was trying to trick you.
Nah, it's the only fucking detail in the picture, bro.
It's another proper big rig smoker with another giant pit on the back, and this one's a Kenworth.
Yeah, bloody oath. Very different truck. The main reason I picked it up was I liked how, I guess, just boring and square that first truck was. It just like had no aerodynamics. And I was like, wait a minute, that's more of a Kenworth down there.
So Big John, it was built by a local mechanic, John Wenninger, and it's a custom reverse flow. It's a heavy steel build. It apparently produces smooth, even heat and pushes out clean smoke. It doesn't quite look clean in that picture there. But Ed Klinger himself, I'm guessing he's the owner and the pitmaster, says it delivers meat and flavour unlike anything else around.
How's the beer keg welded to the side with the sticker on it that says barbecue sauce?
So cool. So as it turns out, they've got 2 locations, both in Wisconsin, one at Watoma and the other one at Wapaka, and they're located 22 miles from each other. So they're about 30 minutes apart.
Yeah, cool.
And this is some of their barbecue that they're churning out. And those jalapeno poppers, they look great.
They look damn good, don't they?
They look like some of the best jalapeno poppers I've seen.
The Wisconsin Twinkies.
And this is a picture of their seafood boil, which they also do. That looks good too.
Yeah, friggin' oath it does.
Klinger's Real Barbecue in Wisconsin, USA. And just to add some icing on the cake, they've also got this cool-ass catering van. It looks like they've also got a whole hog trailer pit / grill there as well. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's it. That's like the old mail truck, isn't it? Or the milk truck so they could get in and out easy.
Yeah.
Sick.
the FedEx trucks.
Yeah.
But really, really cool. And you've got some impressive bit of kit there, mate. I don't know where you've been hiding, but we have finally uncovered your rock.
That's it. We found you, bro.
So moving on to talking points, this is a photo that was posted by hands down the best. And I've got a game for you to play. How much in dollars right here in this sort of, what would you call it, kitchen rack of trays? It's filled with what looks to be beef fillet there. How much in pure dollars, like beef value, do you guess is just sitting there right in front of us?
Oh, fuck.
I mean, it's not even big. It's probably the size of a human.
So there's about 15 trays there. I mean, some of these steaks are 6 across, and you'd think that those trays were longer than they were wide. So it's probably 50 steaks per tray. So what's that? It's like 750 steaks. Fucking $20 a pop. You know, there's 15. You're probably looking at about fucking 10 grand.
Okay. Well, you're close. For the record, what you're looking at here is actually 500 steaks. They're all filet mignon. That whole pile adds up to 13,000 USD.
Jesus.
13 grand just sitting there in steak.
Fuck, you wouldn't want to leave it out too long, or old mate with the fucking pizza mishap a couple of weeks ago. Although you just wash them off.
Forget robbing a bank.
Yeah, that's it.
Start to rob a bloody restaurant.
It's almost a car's worth, mate.
It's
A little
crazy.
Nissan Pulsar's worth of fucking steak.
So it's got me thinking now a little bit, right? Like, what are you worth in, say, beef dollars? I'd be worth a lot more because I weigh more.
Yeah, well, my marble score is not real great. I mean, about the marble score minus 70. Yeah, there's probably not many good fillets left on this fucking carcass, mate.
But that's 13,000 USD in meats just sitting in a bunch of trays that are in a restaurant. Doesn't even look that big or that impressive.
The 20 grand Aussie.
Crazy, eh?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of cafes would be pretty happy if they took 20 grand for the weekend. So if that's just your steak sale in raw produce, I mean, imagine the markup. It's probably going on a $70 dish.
Crazy, hey?
Yeah.
Okay, next. You sent this one to me. I've got no context here, but is this your sushi train idea out of control?
This is someone that's taken the sushi idea a bit too literally. No. So what this is our friend Mick Tyrrell from the Full Throttle Ranch. He was around there the other day and the boys were doing a bit of work. I believe it was 40 degrees in Foster this day, so it would have been 45 up there at the Butt-Eye Barn. And this is Mick just having a bit of a play because... yeah, everyone's been watching this show, mate, and you forced everyone to jump on the Future School train now if they want to get recognised. So, yeah, but this is just a bit of lunch for the boys, a bit of low and slow sushi fusion.
Cool. Well, it's definitely eye-catching, isn't it?
It is. It's very rice heavy though. Like, I always stitch myself up whenever I have sushis. You go way too hard, then you realise you haven't drunk any liquid, then you drink it, because it's all salty and that. But then the problem is once the fluid hits your guts, it expands the rice and you end up twice as full.
I do love sushi, though.
Oh, so good. But yeah, I mean, the guys at Full Throttle can certainly hang with the best of the low and slow barbecue guys around. So, I mean, you've got some candied bacon on one there, a big bit of fatty brisket. The next one's got some pork ribs, and then it looks like a big burnt end on the other one. So... yeah, good times.
That's pretty cool. But just for the record, this is not your sushi train idea. Yours is much different. It's got the little plates, they're little baby portions.
Little bites. But, I don't believe this is on the menu. This was just feeding the boys while they were out there getting the work done.
Good stuff. Full Throttle, what a cool place.
What a sick joint.
I want you to meet somebody. His name's Dave Meadows. Now, he was the guy that featured in our intro before. He's from Meadows Barbecue, and he's a passionate backyard enthusiast, home cook, and founder of the Rib Fest, a barbecue festival that raises money for charity. And over the past few years, he's raised over $118,000 for under-supported charities in South Australia. He says, in case you didn't notice, he's got a stutter. He says, I speak openly about it because it's part of who I am. And that's pretty cool.
It is. Just owning it.
So just so you know too, I mean... this is not my happy place. I'm super uncomfortable being up here. I don't talk well. I mumble my words. I can't pronounce things properly. It's embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for myself watching this back. But I get on and I give it a go because, fuck, I've only got one of me. So I may as well just own it.
You're being hard on yourself, mate. You do a really good job. And part of your mispronunciations is the appeal of the show.
Yeah, well, I'm disappointing you now. Don't pull me up on them and just let me get the mispronunciations in the show so that you and the kids can sit around and laugh at me.
Yeah, Jay gets picked on by my 6-year-old.
But it's really cool that he has owned this. It's part of who he is, and he's just rocking on with life. Now, Ribfest is an annual backyard barbecue charity event that he hosts. He says, I completely fill my backyard and cook barbecue ribs, brisket, pork belly, pulled pork, all the classics. People come together, they hang out, and then they donate money, and 100% of what I make of the money raised goes to charities.
Sick.
So pretty cool. So he's been doing that for a while, but he has a new project. It's called Smoke and Soul Project, and in 2026, him, his wife, and his 2 daughters are heading out on a 57-day national barbecue charity tour. They're going to do 19 barbecue events over 7,000 kilometres travelled. They're partnering with local charities and they're going to go around and feed people in need across Australia.
Awesome.
That's cool.
We need to find this itinerary so we can promote it.
Yeah, well, he did give it to me, but it's very extensive.
Yep.
So there's a lot of places that he's going to. And my guess is he's just going to find out where there's maybe a lot of homeless, partner with the charity and just put on a really good feed for people.
Yeah, that's it. But I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of guys out there that wouldn't mind living it, giving out a helping hand, maybe donating some produce or some barbecues, that sort of thing to make the cause a little bit easier.
Okay, on that. He says they're seeking donations, sponsors and supporters. So there are links down below in the YouTube video, but also too, you can find him on socials under Dave Meadows Barbecue. So you can go find him on Instagram and I'm assuming he's going to put a lot of the details up there as well. But the links are also in the YouTube video down the bottom.
Hell yeah, what a guy.
So it's pretty cool.
It's real cool.
And you know what? It's a pretty cool adventure to do with your family too.
Bloody oath it is.
Yeah, really cool. Comp barbecue versus real barbecue. This is a talking point that is just the beginning of a talking point.
We're just going to
plant. We're going to plant the seeds.
We're going to start the argument.
So this one might get a bit deep, and this is a somewhat typical KCBS style brisket hand in box. Generally speaking, this is what a brisket would look like for someone to get a call at a barbecue competition. That's what they hand in. It's pretty common.
It is very common.
Sometimes you have burn ends in there as well, but I think more and more as time's going on, people are just not choosing to even put the burn ends anymore because they have to judge you on both. And if you don't put one in, they only have to judge you by what's in the box. So a lot of people just don't take the risk anymore.
It's all about, being judged on what's in, not what they didn't make it. So it just looks very sort of overdone, doesn't it?
This is brisket from the Burnt Bean Co. It's recognised as the #1 barbecue joint in America, aka the world. It is the gold standard that everyone is chasing.
Look at that brisket though. Look at that fat that's rendered down to create those little canyons underneath the bark there. It's just, mate, what happened?
So this is the two side by side, and the difference to me is pretty bloody obvious. The competition brisket almost looks like the meat is braised. There's no bark whatsoever. And the Texas-style brisket at the Burnt Bean Co., texturally, even still, it looks very, very different. There's a lot of bark. There's a lot of rendered fat there too present. One is the best brisket in America, and the other one is the best brisket at a barbecue comp. Look how stark these two are.
Very different.
Who's got it right?
Well, that's the argument, isn't it?
So here's my question. Who does have it right? Why doesn't competition barbecue look like what it looks like at Burnt Bean Co? Why doesn't competition barbecue take into account things like bark? I don't think you can call something barbecue unless it has bark. That's a pretty wild statement, and I've been around competition barbecue for a long time, but has competition barbecue moved so far away from, say, Texas-style barbecue that it's just its own thing now? And is that okay too?
Well, that's it. I mean, I'm not sure. Maybe it's decided to go in its own direction so that it's easier to judge. I don't know. I don't have the answer.
Okay, so let us know in the comments. What we want to know is we're going to deep dive into this at some point, maybe get a little bit controversial because it's an interesting topic, I think. We want to know your feedback. What do you think? Do you think that competition barbecue is just different and that's fine and we should all just go about our business and accept it? Or do you think at some point maybe we need to change competition barbecue and the way it's judged and the parameters in which it's judged to bring it back more in line with potentially what is being sold in actual restaurants? Because if you serve that brisket at Burnt Bean Co., they ain't making the top 50.
No, it's crazy. It's such a valid statement.
Before you go any further in this video, just throw us your thoughts. We'd love to know, give us some ideas because that will go a long way into helping us determine where we go with this subject in the future on the show.
That's it. So not only do we need to know if you are team point or team flat, we need to know, are you team KCBS or are you team Burnt Bean?
Yeah, correct. Who's got it right? Who do you think? What would you rather eat? Tell me that. Okay, moving on. And while we're on the subject of competition barbecue, this was posted by the Pit Father. Now, his name is Eddie Morales, and he says, heaven on this earth. He says, before boxing of brisket, always finish a test slice and take it to your friends for approval. And I don't know how he has got those slices so perfect, but they look like they've gone through a machine that was sliced bread.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's like a bad camera, but at first I thought he was cutting up turkey.
No, that's the brisket.
Yeah.
It's a very complicated process that you use for competition barbecue, and it's very, very dialed in. Now, this is the actual box that he handed in to the judges.
That looks so much better.
Yeah, so
it looks great.
The colour's all back into it, isn't it?
Yep.
The smoke ring looks fantastic. It's got some sort of a crust on the outside. It does look a little bit meatloafy to me, but in terms of competition barbecue, that's probably as good as a brisket hand-in box gets. So it kind of does. I thought I'd throw that in as an interesting segue because obviously the photo that I used before, the contrast was stark. But at the same time here, is this competition style barbecue still have a place?
Another factor too is the fact that this guy's taken the video. There's probably 15 minutes now between this box being taken to the judges and it actually being eaten and judged. So you have to take that into account too. It has to travel. It has to would burnt bean brisket look as good as this 15 minutes later after it's been sliced sitting in a box.
You make a valid point. Very interesting. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and a sensational hand-in box nonetheless.
Bloody oath, we're all winners.
Mailbox. Now, this one was sent in to us by a good friend of the show. His name's John Panatiz, and I say that differently every single time. What is it?
I'm not sure.
No.
We'll ask him in person. I think it's Pantazis.
Pantazis. John Pantazis. He's a really...
John P. John P. That's your name.
John's been a long-time listener of the show and he's contributed a lot over time, and we're big fans and we've met him before. He's a great character. But he says, just a thought for the webpage. Could we get clips of on the menu from each episode uploaded to the website, because Si wings it most of the time, but having these clips would be epic for inspiration for future cook-ups, and it would make it way easier if you titled them properly instead of me digging around through each episode trying to find the exact cook I'm looking for.
Sounds like a you problem. No, but that's a good idea. I mean, we talked about last week that we might do a cookbook one day, so that'd make life easier for old John P.
We're pretty busy, John. Like, we're struggling to do what we're doing.
Got a bit on.
We've got a bit on. But, you know, look, we're trying. We are trying. And it is a very valid idea. And the funny thing is, if you go look at our socials, the recipes that Si does are the biggest hitting videos that we have. So technically, we should stop waffling and you should just cook and I'll just eat it. And then we'd be super. We'd probably have 500,000 followers by now if we just focused on what works.
Well, he's right. I do just wing it most of the time. It's just like, ooh, do, like Ratatouille. That's me, bro. Just fuck it. Oh, a bit of this, a bit of that. Ooh, that's shit. Bit more of that. It's just all, yeah, I don't know.
Well, you get it done.
I do.
You've got a good track record.
Yeah, it's going all right. We've only fucked up two. The beef tallow cookies and the chicken hearts. They were the two you didn't like.
Yeah, but the chicken hearts were still good. I'm just a wuss.
Fair enough.
I'm like a baby eater, you know. Oh, chicken hearts.
Well, you'll be loving the black pudding we got coming up in a couple of weeks.
No, I've broken my black pudding cherry and I'm okay with it now.
Sick.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things you've just got to close your eyes, and if you don't know, you don't know.
That's
I was
it.
in Scotland, so I had no choice.
That's it.
Okay, let's move on. This one was sent in by Leroy Mackay, and he says, "Hey boys, I love the show. Just showing a few of my first cooks on my shitbox jumbuck. Got it for a few $100. Ran chicken wings, chipolatas, and some massive reverse seared tomahawks. I definitely have the bug now. I'm planning to build a big offset next. Cheers, boys. Love yous."
I think you and I learnt to barbecue on very similar barbecues, because I know that you gave me, I think it was one of Adam Roberts' old Pro Q bloody bullet smokers, which I ended up then donating to a guy I worked with. It was a good training smoker, but yeah, mate, you got to start somewhere.
Well, I started, I think, with like a char griller that was as flimsy as alfoil, but it did the job and it worked. And if you babied it and you watched it, you could still get great barbecue out of it, but it's a bit of a gateway drug. Like, all of a sudden, you buy these smokers, you go, wow, look what I'm able to cook. And then all of a sudden, you're building yourself a big offset pit and your passion's out of control.
That's it. And all the wives and girlfriends out there listening, it's your job to encourage these guys too, you know, like buy them the smoker or encourage them to cook dinner, and you get a night off and a good feed.
Yeah, well, your wife bought you a Traeger for your birthday.
She sure did. She's reaping the benefits, mate.
What a great present.
That's it. The best present ever. Still going strong 3.5 years later.
Rightio. Welcome to Barbecue Leroy. It gets addictive, I will say that.
Hell yeah, it does.
And when I said we'd get this on the show, he replied with this photo and said, "Too easy, man. Appreciate it, boys. Have a cracking Sunday afternoon." He's wearing our merch.
What's it say?
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Pretty cool. He's got our merch on.
Sick.
What a legend. Rate my barbecue.
I thought we got away with this.
Nah. You've got a reputation now. People are sending these in. I can only disappoint so many people. People are like, I sent my photo in 2 months ago and Sire hasn't rated it yet. Is there something wrong? Have I done something wrong? People are starting to get anxiety. We have to put them on regularly.
Okay then. Puppy dog eyes.
All right, this one was sent in to us by Ken Burgess, and it's not technically barbecue, but it is cooked on a barbecue. And he says, "Hey guys, rate my paella. It's all cooked on a Weber over heat beads, lumped charcoal. He used Mapari meats, venison, chorizo, rum and Q seasoning, olive oil, arborio rice, and chicken stock."
So good. It's looking good so far.
Right. He then added mussels and scallops, and it was cooked at his home in Rotorua, New Zealand.
So good. I've never rated a paella before. I've eaten plenty. I've probably eaten more paella than I've eaten barbecue, if I'm honest.
So the issue I've got with paella is if you have it sometimes in a restaurant or especially at a festival, right, it's just so rice heavy. But if you make it at home, you can kind of pack in all the ingredients and really kind of intensify it like he's done here with the mussels. And then he's also added scallops.
Yeah, they look good. Those mussels are cracked open. They're beautifully cooked. Good mussels over in New Zealand.
So he's got the meats in there. He's cooked it over a barbecue. He's cooked it on charcoal. He wants you to rate his paella. You're going to give him a score. The paella expert in this room. You just said you've eaten more paella than you have barbecue.
It's not saying much, mate. I've eaten more pies than anything. I'm not a fucking expert on them.
Well, we'll get to that.
Righto. I guess the virgin paella rating has to be around about a 7.8.
That's fucking high.
It's pretty good. Don't send in your paellas. We've got too much to judge. This can hold the crown.
It'll be forever the number one paella on the show.
That's it. But now it's just, opening the doors to, hey, this is something else you can cook on a barbecue.
Yeah, but New Zealand is spoilt with really good seafood, and this is a really good representation of that.
Oh, this guy probably walked down the beach one morning, tripped over these mussels, put them in a bucket, brought home and cooked them.
Moving on, we haven't had a bucket list item for a long time.
No, we haven't.
We've been through a few in the really early episodes. Putting things on our bucket list was a thing, but then all of a sudden we were just adding to the bucket list but not ticking anything off.
I haven't ticked off shit.
So I felt really bad about it, to be honest.
Oh, I did tick off one. I ticked off eating Bill Doomis's sausage at Meat Stock Sydney this year.
And you rated it?
100% I rated it. Changed my life.
He lives up to the hype, doesn't he?
Bloody oath he does. And he's such a showman.
Yeah, he's a character in all the best ways.
That's it.
So this one is added to the list, and I think Google's been listening to us because this popped up in my feed after your spam musubi recipe, and this is the Spam Museum located in Minnesota, USA.
Did it end up in your spam folder?
No, it was actually in my Facebook feed.
Take me there. I'm all about it.
Rightio. It's free admission.
Sick. Yeah, because you probably labelled boxes and boxes of spam.
So they have several interactive galleries. There's also a whole section on Spam's role during World War II. It's got its own gift shop, and they even have free spamples. Do you get it?
I do.
It's like a dad joke, like your spam one in the email inbox.
Mine was better.
Yeah, but...
You wrote yours down.
No, I fucking stole theirs. So if you can't make it in person, they actually also do virtual tours. Like a tour guide takes you around virtually.
Wow.
So in the gift shop, they have this cool merch. So if you're looking for something like a present to buy for someone, those hard to buy people, that looks pretty cool.
Super cool.
But this is the best. This is the whole climax of this story is that you can become a spambassador.
Spam. If you need spambassadors here in Down Under, I'll happily cook a few more spam recipes for you.
So apparently it's a very coveted title. You work at the museum, of course. You have to work there. And then you're responsible for engaging visitors, telling the stories. You're also responsible for giving out the spamples.
Yeah, I'm busy that day.
Would you say you can't? You're going to be busy that
Sorry,
day.
I can't make it that day.
You're busy washing your hair.
Yeah, something like that. Watching paint dry.
Well, look, if you're ever in Wisconsin and you're looking for something to do that's free, when I was in Japan, I went to the same similar sort of thing. But you know those cup of noodles that you get?
Yeah.
I went to the museum for those. We had a great time. I made my own noodle box and everything. In fact, I'm going to get it and put it on the shelf for the next episode.
Yeah, there's probably a bit more to play with in a cup of noodle, though. Like Spam's got, what, 4 flavours? There's a bit more to play with in noodles. But, yeah, I am a fan of the old Spam.
Rightio, add it to the bucket list.
That's it.
Or have I overstepped my mark here? Do you really want to add this to your bucket list? Have I inspired you enough? Or are you kind of like, you know what, I've seen enough and these Spam bastards creep me out a little bit?
Oh, we could go to those 2 barbecue joints on the way, mate, that we featured earlier and end up at the Spam Museum. You never know. It could be a little roadie.
I like it. We could tick off the big rig smokers and the Spam Museum at the same time.
Bloody oath we could.
Clingers and Spam.
It's a big drive, though.
So moving on to products now, and we got sent in some new rubs by Barbecue Lab. We might even have, we're Meat Lab.
Oh, Meat Lab.
So that's the Barbecue Lab, different lab. They are Aussie-made, small batch barbecue rubs. They're new to the market, and their signature rubs are Black Gold, Island Smoke, and True Blend. Good photo too.
Real good photo. I dipped my finger in a couple of these earlier on in the day, and they are packing a punch, mate. They got good flavour concentration.
Rightio. Well, hopefully we give them a go in the future, and we appreciate you sending them in to us to give them a try.
Bloody oath we do.
Moving on to tattoos now. I need you to explain this one to me. It was posted by Daniel Adventureland. His name is Daniel Norrin, and he's the owner of Adventureland Tattoo in Sweden.
These are shorts. What more do you need to know?
But why are they so short?
Because it's Lemmy, bro. Lemmy does whatever the fuck he wants.
But I reckon my tackle would come out.
Well, how big's your tackle, bro? No, this is the legendary Lemmy Kilmeister from Motorhead. This was some of his, I guess, leisure attire, and someone's immortalised them in their skin.
Right, that's a cool tattoo.
Yeah, it's okay.
Right, what's bad about it?
The line work's a bit janky, but anyway, it's a cool idea.
Good contrast.
Yeah, good contrast.
It's a conversation starter.
It definitely is.
Next one, we have a second tattoo this episode, and it was sent in by McBagley Barbecue. Now, this one is on Shane McBagley, and he says, by the way, I just watched an episode where you called for shit barbecue tattoos, and mine looks like a burping Pac-Man.
It does.
What's happened here? Is it just because it's on that part of the skin that just doesn't wear well, or is it a shit tattoo to start with?
It's a mixture of both. Like, the fingers are just so fickle. They either blow out or they fall out. Now, this whole thing is pretty well blown out, but whoever's done it hasn't really figured out how to tattoo a circle. I mean, there's nothing that scares tattooers more than doing fucking circles. I mean, they're worse than straight lines. But, yeah, I think he's tried to hide a bit of it at the back there by overshading it, and the legs aren't even, but that's the thing. Like, it's such a small area. You've got to try and put the little stencil on, get it straight, and then it sweats off, and you move it, and it doesn't stay straight. And yeah, there's a reason you usually only get like a letter or something simple on your fingers.
It looks more like a Matty Matheson tread,
It does.
especially with the legs shaped the way they are.
Yeah, that's it.
Rightio, thanks for sending that in, Shane. And no, you don't have the worst barbecue tattoo. We've seen way worse on here. It is the knuckles, so it's a tough spot.
Yeah, you could always just black them out, put the black flag logo over them all, but yeah.
Okay, we're moving on. Recipe of the week. We're getting towards the end of the episode, and I'm so excited about this one because I know what it is, but you are going to talk to us about what's in it.
Righto, mate. This is probably a classic Boxing Day feed, this. We've got some leftover brisket from Christmas Day. Also got some pickled jalapenos, and we've got some, I've gone the fancy 3 Mexican cheeses here.
Jesus.
We've got
Did you mortgage the house?
Yeah, mate, yeah. No, I just did self-checkout and just put it through as brown onions. But
Cheese
yeah.
has got so expensive.
Oh, mate, it's ridiculous. And 5-star food rating, I think cheese gets like a 4.5.
That doesn't make any sense.
Our water, which is just water, if we put the star rating on it, gets a 4. So cheese is healthier than water.
Nah, the water gets a 5, but as soon as you put a tiny bit of anything in it, and I think even bubbles,
Yeah,
4.5.
yeah. Ridiculous.
It's crazy, hey?
Yeah.
How can sparkling water be worse for you than cheese?
Well, because they're probably looking at the nutritional value, so you don't get any protein, you don't get any carbs. It's probably a wonder it gets anything.
Don't make it make sense. Don't make it make sense. Let's get back to this recipe.
Righto. So, yeah, this is a leftover brisket jalapeno cheese jaffle, and we've got the fancy camp jaffle iron, mate, so we're going to cook it in the fire.
Okay, jaffles, is it an Australian name or a UK name? What would you call this in America?
It's sort of an enclosed toasted sandwich, but usually what you do, it's in a cast iron, I guess, mold, and you, instead of just grilling it, you're putting it inside, I guess, the sandwich toaster. But this one is a cast iron camping one, so it squashes it all down and kind of bakes it from the inside too.
Oh, I'm excited. Okay, talk me through the process.
Righto, we've got the old leftover brisket there going into the bowl. We're also going to throw in our cheese. I've chopped it up a little bit just so that it sort of blends a bit better. Chopped up some pickled jalapenos just for a bit of heat. Then I've also actually added a little bit of Heat Beads barbecue sauce. Now what I've done here, I've got you've got to have classic white bread.
The dirty, cheap white bread.
The dirty, cheap white bread. I've portioned it out there, but then what I've done to give it a little bit of a barbecue twist, that brisket that is inside the jaffle, when I cooked it, I made some smoked beef tallow, and instead of buttering the outside of the bread, we're going to spread the tallow on it so that we can see if we can get a nice meaty crust.
Right, tallow.
Yep.
Okay, this
There
is
we
cool.
go.
I have a
Spreading the
feeling this is going to work better than the cookies. This is where
cookies.
tallow will shine,
That's it.
and it's going to go with the beef on the inside as well. This looks fantastic.
That's it.
And it's got to be just the cheapest white bread you can get, the sort of white bread that you eat and wake up in the morning and feel like an 80-year-old.
Yeah, that's it. Let's cook it.
Bring it out.
Build a nice, beautiful crust on these, mate. Got to do the samurai.
Bam, bam.
We've got a brisket cheese and jalapeno jaffle, baby.
Cheers.
Cheers, cheers. Hear that crunch?
What doesn't brisket and tallow make better?
Brisket cheese and jalapeno is unfuckwithable.
It's true, isn't it?
I think so. There's a reason they do it with everything, and reason we do. There's a cheese pull right there, baby. Ew. For a guy that doesn't like cheese, these slap.
What a way to end the year.
That's it, mate. That's it.
It started with not believing leftover brisket was a thing, and it's finished with a fantastic leftover brisket recipe.
Bro, the leftover brisket joke was 2024. Come on, get with the times, mate.
This is it. This is the end of 2025. I can't believe it's over.
That's the bug assault rifle falling over again. Come on, mate. You got to shoot something.
Did you need some more salt on yours?
Yes, please, mate.
Okay, just let me. Oh, that looks like a good bit now.
It does. What do you mean now?
Let's move on to our fuck up of the week while we eat. Sorry, it's a bit rude. This one got me. It got me good, and I think it got you too. And I think it got half the internet as well. It was posted by Sweet Wood Barbecue, and it's barbecue in the beautiful mountains of Wenatchee. Let's watch. It must be like the pit. Oh, wow, look at those beautiful mountains.
How do you get any work done with that view, bro? Look
What
how
a
beautiful
view.
that is. What? Wait a minute. It got me good. I was like, where is this? Is this like barbecue in the Swiss Alps or something?
Yeah, I thought it was like at the top of a ski field or something like that. But what a magnificent view it was. But no, it's just the Coors Light truck. But for the record, Wenatchee is in Washington State, and it does actually have beautiful mountains that surround it. But this was a catfish.
You wouldn't get any work done if that was your view, or that view, because you'd probably just be drinking Coors Light all day.
Rightio, that brings us to the end of the episode, and 2025 is done. 2026 is next year in a couple of days. We've had a bit of a party. We've had a good feed.
We have, mate. We've sweated our rings out because the Aussie summer's kicking our ass at the moment.
And are you feeling positive about 2026? How are you feeling? I think it's going to be a tough time for our friends in barbecue restaurants. I think for festivals, for anything, right? I think it's going to be a tough year. But, we're resilient people. We're all in the same boat. And I feel like if you get the opportunity and you're out there, support your local barbecue joint, support your local pitmaster, support your local butcher.
Support your local everything. If your mate's selling something, pay full price, do all that sort of thing. But, yeah, as for 2026, I always like to go into the year positively because there's no point ever really being, I guess, negative. But, mate, my kids are happy. I've still got my marriage. I get to do this for a job. It's looking good. But, yeah, on a forecasting level, I think 2026 is going to be a very tough year for a lot of people. But we've got to stay together, guys, and help each other out. And, yeah, don't let it get on top of you.
Yeah. Next time you think about supporting the big guys, whether that being going to a supermarket, just have a think about potentially what would that be like if you went and supported a local butcher or a local barbecue joint, your local pizza place, whatever that is, right? So just the one request we'd have for you as a New Year's resolution, and for us too, is basically let's just support the smaller operators.
Yeah, that's it. Don't sign up to Netflix or Disney Plus. Get a YouTube account and watch our podcast over and over and over. That'll be really good at helping the little guy. Like, subscribe, all those sorts of things. But Happy New Year, bro.
Yeah, and thanks for a great year. I've had fun doing this, man. I really have.
Yeah, it's been a good old time. But I guess we'll see you next year on Tuesday.